Hi, welcome to Genealogy Source Citation Punctuation Guidelines. This video is titled The Basics Part 1. My name is Lisa Stokes, and I'm so glad that you've joined me. This video covers basic genealogy source citation punctuation rules. We're going to start off by covering the sentence structure of a citation. Then we'll go over italics, quotation marks, parentheses, and brackets. What is the purpose of a genealogy source citation? A source citation documents specific information items in a genealogy project. A source citation is also called a footnote citation or a full reference note. I will refer to them as source citations throughout the video. A source citation is a sentence. It starts with a capital, it ends with a period, commas separate the elements within the citation, and semicolons separate sections or layers of the citation. The first rule we're going to talk about is italics. Italics denote the title of a published work. Examples are published books, journals, newspapers, etc. Here's a book example that shows the title italicized. James Haney, History of New Brunswick, Volume 2. Notice that items like volume number or edition are not italicized as part of the title of a book. Blog titles are also italicized to show that they are published works. For example, Pieces of History is a blog of the U.S. National Archives, so Pieces of History is italicized. So let's talk about website titles for a minute. Website titles are italicized in the genealogy world. Although the Chicago Manual of Style states that websites are not italicized, genealogists continue the established standard of italicizing website titles as publications. Here we have Family Search as the title of the website. Ship titles are another item that are italicized. Be sure to italicize the ship name, but not the ship prefix. So for example, if we have the ship called the Victory, its prefix is HMS, which stands for His or Her Majesty's ship. And so that is not italicized, but Victory is. The same goes for the USS Arizona. USS stands for United States ship, and then Arizona is italicized. The second rule we're going to cover is quotation marks. Quotation marks denote the named parts of a published work. Examples are book chapters, journal articles, website databases, and items like this. Here is a journal article example. George Brown wrote an article in another published work as part of that published work called Bern County Research. Here is an example of a database title. This database is in quotation marks, and it's titled the Virginia U.S. Death Records, 1912 to 2014. Another quotation mark usage is a titled but an unpublished work. Use quotation marks for the title of an unpublished work that was given a title by the author. Examples would be titled narratives, personal histories, manuscripts, and similar items. Some examples of titled but unpublished works. The Smith family in Arkansas uses quotation marks around the title since it wasn't officially published. Another example is a titled but unpublished manuscript at a repository. In this case, it's the letters and papers of Mrs. Emily Johnson. So at some point, this collection was given a title, and so it is in quotation marks. What about materials that are untitled and unpublished? Describe the work without italics or quotation marks. Examples would be untitled family group sheets, letters, narratives and histories, interviews, and items of that sort. An example of an untitled and unpublished work would be a family group sheet compiled by Ann Boyd. So Ann Boyd did not title this family group sheet, but it was given this descriptive title by the researcher. No quotation marks would be around that title. Parentheses surround the word or phrase referring to the previous item. Words within parentheses define, restate, or clarify the previous item. To show that the item and the word within the parentheses go together, there should be no comma between the item and the opening parenthesis. The URL and the date within the parentheses show the where and the when the website was accessed. And notice there is no comma right here. The information in the parentheses defines this collection at Ancestry. In this example, parentheses contain the location of the church to clarify which St. Stephen's Catholic Church. This particular St. Stephen's Catholic Church is located in Cleveland, Ohio. Parentheses can enclose the translations as well and define the word or the phrase for someone that can't read the language. In this example, we have Svenska Kyrkan, and that is the Church of Sweden. The last item we're going to cover is brackets. Brackets are also called editorial brackets or square brackets, and they surround a word or phrase to indicate that the author added clarifying information. This example shows using brackets to add information to a title. In this case, the author used brackets to add John Jones, the name of the decedent, to the citation. Brackets can also be used for translations to show that the author is adding clarifying information. In this example, baptismos de hijo naturalis means baptisms of illegitimate males. Brackets also enclose the Latin shorthand sic, which means thus. In other words, it means this is exactly what was written. Insert sic after an irregularity, such as a misspelling or unusual text within a quotation or a title. Notice that sic is italicized, but the brackets are not. Here's an example of brackets enclosing sic. Our family moved to Harrisonburg, Virginia in 1901. The sic is located after the misspelling to denote to the reader that the author is aware of that mistake and did not make that mistake themselves. So let's put it all together with this newspaper example. This citation starts with a capital and it ends with a period. Quotation marks enclose the part of the published work, which is the article in the newspaper. And brackets enclose John Jones because that was inserted into the article title. The title of the newspaper is italicized to show that it's a published work. Then parentheses enclose the location of that particular newspaper. Then we have the title of the website is italicized. Then we have the URL within parentheses to show that it belongs with newspapers.com. Study these resources to learn more about punctuation rules. In Mastering Genealogical Documentation, you can check out Chapter 5, and in Evidence Explained, check out Chapter 2. Thank you for watching my video. If you'd like to learn more about genealogy source citations, visit my website and blog. Also, don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos on this playlist. Links are in the video notes below. See you again soon.